One. All right, guys, we are live. Welcome today to Find You Superpower, Hack Your Body and Mind to Become Unstoppable. Audrey Mayer here, and I'm with Sandra Carter. I'm very excited about this interview. Hi, Sandra. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm great. So happy to be with you today.
I'm so happy because I'm excited to learn more about mushrooms, to learn more about how it can benefit us. And today, guys, we're gonna learn about powering your focus and fitness with whole food mushroom. So Sandra is here, and first she's gonna tell us a little bit about us, about her, and about her background. And then we're gonna go into the question and learn so much information. So Sandra, can you tell us first a little bit about you, and then how you became this co-founder of a leading manufacturer of whole mushroom supplement and one of the hottest company, right?
Yeah, mushrooms are trending right now.
Yeah.
Well, sure, it's been an interesting journey. I've been in health and wellness and fitness for 40 years. And so I started out in Montreal. We were just talking about Montreal.
Mhm.
And it was at McGill University. I have a master's in exercise physiology from McGill. And I realized my passion for exercise really extended beyond fitness for sport. It really went into more how that affects your health and wellness, both mental and physical. And so I moved to Los Angeles. I have a master's in public health, and I also have a PhD in preventive medicine from the School of Medicine at USC. And I've been involved in all kinds of health and wellness programming over the years, from communities, corporations. I was a hospital administrator in Lake Tahoe for many years. And then at one point I was at an integrative medicine conference here in San Diego, and I was introduced to our mycologist, Steve Farrar, and I became really fascinated with mushrooms. And at the time, I was living in Lake Tahoe, which is at a very high elevation.
Yeah.
And I started taking cordyceps mushroom, and I really noticed a difference in my endurance and in my recovery as well. And if you're an athlete, if you're someone who's very regimented about what you eat, what you do, you notice differences easily, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Quite easily. So that was, I would say, the bug that bit me. That was sort of, whoa, this is really interesting. And since my interest has always been in natural products and in natural holistic integration, that led me to explore more about mushrooms and their applications for immune health, for cognitive health, for stress management. And I formed the company at the end of 2010. And we grow 11 different species of mushrooms here in a controlled growing environment that is state of the art. And we supply many of the major brands around the world. And as well, as you mentioned, we have our own brand, Own Mushrooms, and it is doing really well right now. And we're all really pleased to see that consumers are becoming more and more aware of the benefits of mushrooms.
I love it. And what I love about your story is, as a professional athlete, I used to compete on the World Cup kiteboarding, and I'm
Mhm.
also a nutrition coach. So I'm always looking what's the best for
Yeah.
myself and my body and my brain, right? And I remember as a little girl walking in the forest with my grandpa and picking up the mushroom in France and the berry. We were also living a little bit in high altitude. And my grandpa always told me, you need to eat mushroom because it has so many benefits. It's good for your head. And I always had that back in my head, but I never knew why. So can you, and even though I'm still eating them and I love mushroom, I used to be vegetarian for many years. So I love mushroom. So Sandra, can you tell us why mushroom are so benefits for your health? And also after that, I'd like to know how it works, because today everybody talks about the benefit of the mushrooms, but why? How do they work?
Sure, happy to talk to you about that. So, yeah, mushrooms have been highly revered in traditional Chinese medicine for hundreds of years. And now there is so much research related to the basic science around mushrooms and also their applications for health, for sports performance, and I'm going to be happy to talk about all those things. So, mushrooms all have something in common, and that is something called a beta glucan, and that's a molecular structure that helps to activate your immune system. It acts like a key to unlock or activate or potentiate your immune function, and so that helps you to be battle ready. And all mushrooms have beta glucans in them. Depending on how you grow the mushrooms, we are big believers in the whole food. So we grow the whole mushroom through the full life cycle, and we capture enzymes and prebiotic fibers, and that leads to improved gut health. And I'm sure, as many people are, you're realizing gut health is so important to immune health, to cognitive health, to so much of preventing acute disease or chronic disease. So those also are active. The prebiotic fibers and enzymes also are active in our bodies to help improve immune function and overall health. So those are areas that are common to the mushrooms, but in each species, there's individual attributes. So in cordyceps, which I talked about a little earlier, there are bioactive compounds called cordycepin. Cordycepin can help with your ability to take in more oxygen by helping dilate your bronchial tubes. It helps with the transfer of oxygen to your hemoglobin, which if you're an athlete, you're delivering more oxygen to your exercising, working muscles. And so you're producing more ATP at an aerobic level. So you're increasing your anaerobic threshold overall. And we've had some great research done on our mushroom blends, looking at max VO2, time to exhaustion, and many other parameters. There's a mushroom called lion's mane that is extremely popular right now, and it has a lot of research related to the synthesis of a nerve regeneration factor that helps with cognitive health and focus. So you can see how diverse, you can see how excited I am, right? You can see how diverse these different mushrooms are. And for me, what a great way to be able to deliver benefits to people without side effects of a pharmaceutical, so people can help to manage their own health, to optimize their performance, to really, find natural solutions in what they're doing.
I love it. I can see like so many benefits, and you guys grow it from scratch, right?
Oh, we sure do. We grow, yes, we manage everything so we have 11 different master cultures that we keep in cryogenic storage. We grow our mushrooms on organic gluten-free oats that we import from Canada. And one thing that's really important about mushrooms is they're bioaccumulators. So they will accumulate the good nutrition or nutrients that they're growing on. But also if they're grown in a polluted environment where there's pesticides or heavy metals, that also will come along. So we grow them through the full life cycle. I have a reishi mushroom that is a little dehydrated, but you can kind of see it's beautiful.
Wow.
It has these different colors in it. And so that's the full life cycle of the antler form of the reishi mushroom. And so we grow them for anywhere from a month and a half to over 3 months, and then they're dehydrated and milled into a powder. And that allows us to make all these wonderful products that now we're developing.
So you were saying it takes approximately how many weeks to grow mushrooms?
At least 6 weeks. That's the very shortest, but some of them are well over 12 weeks long. It depends on the species of the mushroom.
I love it. So, Sandra, here we are, the audience is listening, and these all type of person, there's Joe, there's Jane, there's Audrey, who have different goals, different needs, different age. So, how does a person pick up the right mushroom for their need or for their goal?
Yeah. So, I think immune health, we're all recognizing, right, around the globe
Yeah,
is so important. And we have at home, we have a lot of products that are immune blends, and we have them in stick packs, we have them as powders you can add to a smoothie or juice. We now have an array of hot drinks, some matcha and hot chocolate and coffee, and some great broths, veggie broths as well. So I think a fundamental, I will say, is having the immune function behind it. So some type of immune blend is always great, and that combines several different mushrooms, including turkey tail and chaga and reishi. But if you're an athlete, I will really recommend that you lean towards a cordyceps and reishi mushroom in combination, which we have in our fit blend. We have in these energy sticks that we have combined, cordyceps and reishi, and we have B12 and yerba mate, vitamin C as well. And so that allows you to have that immediate boost and focus to get you charged up for your training. And then it gives you long duration, 8 hours of good consistent energy from the combination of the botanicals and the cordyceps mushroom.
I love it. And I love your website, allmushroom.com. It's really well done. It's just easy to read every mushroom and the benefits. And I'm actually just here right now, and you can shop by your needs, your energy, your immune support, your cognitive support, beauty, fitness, recover.
Yeah.
I love it. So can you tell us, Sandra, actually, how long when did you start on mushroom? When did it started, and why? Because we skipped that a little bit. I went a little too fast, and I was excited to learn
Yeah.
about mushroom. But now it's like I just love this platform. And can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure. So, yeah, I mean, we started the company in 2010, and originally I started with Steve Farrar, our mycologist, and a team of people who've been growing mushrooms with Steve for over 30 years. And Steve and his team had an opportunity to study Japanese growing technology, and they developed this very unique state-of-the-art system, and I could see the application for developing some unique products. And one thing that I saw was that the products that were on the market were mainly capsules. And I think people get tired of taking capsules, right? I mean, you can convince someone to buy capsules, but whether or not they're going to take handfuls of capsules every day, I'm kind of, skeptical about that. So my vision was really to start developing products that people could, incorporate into their everyday life, because mushrooms are meant to be a tonic. There's something that are meant to be incorporated on a daily basis, and you will see the benefits when you take them on a daily basis, not just once in a while.
Yeah.
So with our energy sticks, I have that in my water bottle every day, right? So that was easy for me to incorporate. I make smoothies, or I'm juicing. So our powders I could add easily into my smoothie or into whatever I was juicing. We've gone beyond that now, and now we have, as I mentioned, not only some hot drinks, but some really great broths as well. And this is really unique. It's a veggie miso broth with a variety of different mushrooms in it, including shiitake and lion's mane. And so I think for me, having these unique products allowed not only for people to find ways to take them, but it also opened up the availability of educating people as well. We do supply a lot of other brands, but that didn't give us the platform to educate. So by having this brand of our own called Ohm, we could provide education, and the difference over this last 10 years is fantastic. I mean, it's really wonderful now to see all the interest in mushrooms from around the globe, and people really recognizing how special mushrooms are and how unique they are on our planet.
Yeah, and I told you before we start recording, Sandra, right? I just love what you guys doing because I talk actually to two other person from your company,
Uh-huh.
and I always felt the same energy that you guys have a passion and you want to share that, share your knowledge, share the benefits of mushroom and what you guys doing with the world. So I can see it's like you guys a great connection and you love what you're doing. So I just love that connection.
Yeah, well, I think the connection is such a great word, and I think that's what, this is all about. And on our world, I think more and more we're realizing how important connectivity is. One
Yeah.
of the interesting things about mushrooms is on our planet, the mycelial stage of the mushroom really acts as sort of an original internet. It provides communications underground, and it can help with the transfer of nutrients back and forth between trees. And it is really such a vital part of our planet. And I think now people are sort of just discovering that about mushrooms and the role that they play on our planet. So yeah, I think that's for me. I just had my 65th birthday last week, and I feel so energetic, and I feel so excited about what I do every day, and the people like yourself who I get to meet. And so yeah, we're definitely all charged up here about what we're doing.
That's great. And you look fantastic. So,
Thanks.
I would have never guessed. Sandra, can you tell us, and you were talking a little bit before, how do you take those mushroom supplement and how we can create a daily ritual, right? Because you know how it's all about creating a daily habit. It's not just taking a one shot that's going to make a difference in your life. So how can you suggest to take the supplement?
Yeah, I think it's all about your own routine, right? And finding that easy way, because you don't want to have to really necessarily think about it. So if you're someone who goes right to your juicer or your smoothie maker in the morning, then we have products that are a powder, and you can put them right in. So it's super easy. If you're someone who's always on the go, but you want to carry something and put it in then we've got something easy to take with you. We also have we have our hot, these are snap broths. There's 9 grams of plant protein in here. We also have hot chocolate. We have cafe latte, and we have a
Wow.
delicious matcha. So they're all individual packets. So I think if you kind of adopt that routine, if you're someone in the middle of the afternoon who likes to stop and have something hot, then either our hot drinks or our hot broths is easy, and they're easy to take with you. But likewise, if you're someone who wants just the powder in with all your other proteins or chias or flax or whatever you're adding, then just add that to it. But really make it your ritual. Really make that your routine, and then you will see the benefits. And I will say that's the best part of what we do is we get incredible stories from all over the world around how our products have helped people, and that's the best reward we could ask for, honestly.
That's great. I'm sure you guys must feel like really grateful about that. I wanted to ask you a question I forgot about now. Let me think. You see, I should take the cognitive one. Yeah, you guys make it. Yeah, I know. That's what I wanted to ask you. You guys just make it so easy to be healthy. It's just like there is no excuse. No one should have an excuse. I cannot because of that. I just love the hot, the warm, the cold, the powder. It's just like there's no more excuse to eat and drink healthy. So I love how you just make all those things together.
Well, I spent most of my career in preventive medicine, right? And trying to convince people how they should eat, how they should exercise, you know, how they and always it's getting that habit, as you know, that's the biggest challenge. And finding ways for whether it's a fitness routine, a nutritional routine, to get it to fit easily into someone's life. Because the minute you make it difficult, if it's too long to the gym or it's too cold outside, right? People just, they won't do it. So I have been very, very sensitive to that. And so when it came to product development, I really wanted to develop products that, like you said, no reason not to have them, right? It's just so easy, and they all taste great too, which is, it's kind of funny for me now. I find that I'm including them so many times during the day. It's, gee, I wonder how many mushrooms I've had today at the end of the day, because I truly look forward to my afternoon snacks or my hot chocolate, you know, as a treat. And so yeah, I think that's very intentional, that we've really wanted to make things easy to take with you, because so many of us are on the go all the time. So if you don't have time in the morning to be making a fabulous smoothie, but you want to make sure you've got great nutrition throughout the day, we've got lots of options for people to just grab and go and make sure it fits into their daily routine.
Great. Can you talk a little bit? I know there are probably some vegetarian and some vegan person listening in the audience, and I used to be vegetarian for a couple of years. So can you just tell us a little bit about the benefits for vegetarian or about mushrooms?
Sure. Well, of course, they are vegetarian. They're vegan, right? There, no worries there. All of our products are organic and they're non-GMO. All of our products that we grow, and so this really offers a different set of amino acids and proteins. There's about 15 grams, or 15% of our product per gram of mushroom is a protein, a natural complex protein. So you're getting different aminos that for all vegetarians is really important, that they're getting diversity in those amino acids. So I think it's very complementary to a vegan diet, and it just provides additional vitamins, nutrition, high in vitamin B's as well. And then again, the beta glucan compounds just helping to activate your immune system also really just helps to optimize your health as well.
Great, that's great. I have a couple of more questions. I'm gonna grab you and
Yeah,
ask more
you
questions.
go. I've got time.
Yeah, awesome. So I remember 10 years ago, I went to California in San Clemente. I did my yoga training, and I went to that surf shop, and they were making surfboard out of mushroom, the inside foam. So the reason I'm asking you, have you guys do some research about what else besides nutrition you guys can do with mushrooms?
Well, we have not, but there are some incredible companies out there that are developing everything from packaging material. I know IKEA has replaced their styrofoam with a mycelium-based product that can decompose naturally. How great is that, right? I mean, building materials, furniture. I hadn't heard the surfboard. That's a great one also. But yeah, the network of mycelium, when it knits, is extremely strong. And so there are even fabrics that are being made. There are meat replacements that I know are being made right now out of various mushrooms. So there are so many different applications, it's such a wonderful product because it does, of course, decompose naturally. It provides such tremendous nutrition if it's a meat replacement product. So we're discovering new things all the time.
Great. And what future do you see out of the company, but also out of the mushroom? Can you see that in 5 or 10 or 20 years from now, people is going to be eating so much more mushroom? Or how do you see the future?
Well, Yes, I do. I think that sort of, especially for the Western world, I'll call it, I think this is now something new that the Asian world has, again, revered for hundreds of years and adopted into their daily lives. I think, particularly right now with what's going on in the globe, people are realizing that taking care of your immune function isn't something you do when you have a sore throat. It's something that is really the absolute basis for good health. It's the absolute basis if you're an athlete, right? You can't really train and compete at the highest level if you don't have a strong immune system, because every time you work hard, your immune system takes a bit of a hit. So you need to be able to recover really well so you can go back and train the next day. So I think this is a bit of an awakening for people to say, okay, what natural products are out there that I should now include in my daily routine so that I really naturally have the strongest immune system. I can have clarity of thought. It can help me with my stress management. Reishi mushroom, which we haven't talked about, is a great adaptogen, and so many people use that for their stress management and focus. So I do see this as something new, and something though that is not a short-term trend. I think there's so much science and rigor behind it, and so much traditional use, that now it's just finding ways into these great products that will really meet with our busy lives, and so that we can incorporate them every day.
That's great. And I love what you say when you talked about prevention, because there is an awakening right now. I mean, we right now, as we record, we in Corona virus, the flu, and there's a lot of fear out there. And I think people realize that prevention is the most important thing for their health. It's not once it's winter and you're getting a flu or whatever sickness that you take your pills. You have to create it. You have to build that immune system strong. This way you can avoid to become sick. You can avoid to have the flu. You can avoid just to lose your memory or lose
Right?
everything you wanted to
Yeah.
have. But I think prevention is something that today people are more aware because of what's going on, and also for the stress. They try to regulate their stress, and awareness. It's just now people realize that they have to use prevention just before it's too late and before they have these red lights flashing and then they have to go to the clinic, right?
Yeah, I think, I would say the usual behavior, as just as you're describing, people wait and it's flu season, and then they start to feel not so well, and they go to the pharmacy and they get some cough medicine or something for their headache or something well, with what's going on with COVID right now, people are feeling that maybe there isn't going to be a pharmaceutical there to help them out. So what can you do? You need to take care of yourself every single day. And that includes getting a really good night's sleep. That includes making sure you're drinking plenty of water. Such easy, basic things, but in our very busy lives, they've kind of been overlooked, right? And people are so stressed often with too much social media and communications coming at them all the time. So I think right now people are realizing it's a time to go out in nature. I mean, I think that's where you live your best life, right?
Yeah.
Connecting with nature. That's one thing I just love about not only living in Lake Tahoe, but living here in San Diego. And there is no better place for me to either climbing a mountain or being on a beach. And I don't need anything else. I just feel so healthy and vibrant. And I think that, collectively making sure you're getting that exercise, that time in nature, and eating good natural products, especially mushrooms that are going to help work with your body and keep you healthy every day, is going to be your best way to have the highest health you can.
Yes, I think you said it all. Yeah, I love everything you said. So yeah, so guys, just so you know, underneath the interview, this button, if you guys want to click on it, You guys, Sandra, have been just so amazing, offering an amazing gift to the audience. So just so you guys know, if you go to that bottom, you're going to get 30% off of your next purchase. So go and check it out. Click on that bottom and check allmushrooms.com. You're going to love it. I tried different one. I love it. Sorry, that was just my dog behind. But yeah, Sandra, thank you so much for your time, for sharing your knowledge about mushroom nutrition and wellness. That's just amazing. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks for having me today. I so enjoyed getting to meet you.
Great. And guys, thank you so much for joining us today. I will see you guys tomorrow for another interview. Bye. Bye, Sandra.
Au revoir. À la prochaine.
À bientôt.
À bientôt.